You not my mother.
All right, and now it takes a claw and tries to strike at Erebus. And what's your AC, Erebus?
The 16.
Does hit you.
Alright, I will hold on a second to do it. Second, I'll take half damage when that ability to blanket on right now.
Alright.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge?
Yeah, so half damage.
Alright, so you are going to take 4 points, so I have you at -7. As it slashes at your arm there.
This thing's
Alright, Dar, you are up.
And how close am I to being there?
a lot.
You're still down the hallway quite a bit.
I will make it there.
Okay, well, I'm going to be moving as fast as my stubby little legs can take me, so double that would be another 70 feet.
Bill, you want to move Dar 70 feet?
Oh, 70 feet?
Alright, Torn, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna move him to like 60 feet. How?
You're 30 feet away from it, a lot of cover.
Okay, and I see it, so I decide to drop my bow this turn. But
No, crossbow,
cross-
not a bow.
Cross-
Don't give the crossbow that much credit.
Alright, Billy, will you move my bat
Next
15
turn,
feet
forward.
towards us? The bat.
Billy,
Alright.
Billy, get down here.
L is up.
Alright, so L is up, and I can see that Daz is hurt pretty good.
As I mean, it's bleeding from like the neck, shoulder area.
Which doesn't look terribly wounded.
No, I
Start
mean,
the health down.
don't actually. No, she looks a little weak.
Well, she's always looks weak. Gross.
Okay, I am going to hit her. I think I have not hit her since the short rest with a bandage, so.
Yep, you could use the band-aid here.
Little band-aid.
Alright, 13 points.
Boom.
Wow.
Alright, -2 then.
Not so much a little band-aid anymore.
Alright, very nice. Alright, and do you do anything else? Oh, that's pretty much it.
Put me into the room right next to her.
Yeah.
Side by side.
Side by side.
You want to be further away from the attacking creature?
Nope, right next to the attacking creature. Presenting myself.
The turns you like.
Boom.
Alright, Zazriel, you are up.
Alright.
Yeah.
I have my rapier and short sword out. And I'll cast Hunter's Mark on. Oh no, I can't do that. Never mind. And I'll swing 3 times on it.
Okay.
First one's a 9.
Alright, that's gonna miss.
Woo!
I guess I'm not a cat person.
I gotta make mortar.
Second swing with the short is a 7.
Woo!
Or wait, no, that's a 10.
Okay, 10 still misses.
Third swing
Can't hit a cat or loincloth.
is a 12.
12's gonna hit.
Wow, 10 points.
10 points?
Magical
Is this
damage.
a magical
Yep.
damage? Okay, so how much? 10?
Yep.
Alright, got it. Alright. So takes a strike across his
Boom.
butt. Alright.
Erebus, maybe you could teach me some more swinging when we get back.
If you want to learn swinging,
I won't tell anyone.
I'm coming.
Alright, Erebus, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to use Manipulate to pull Flint Snap, my other short sword, and
Okay.
then we're going to take some swings here. So, let's slice with Shadow Slice first. Oh no, it's got a low AC, doesn't it?
So 17.
That hits.
All right, cool. 5, 10, 15, 16, and 5, 21 points.
Got it. Nice hit.
And then, well, this one will be a lot weaker. And then the offhand.
Okay.
And that is 15 to hit again.
That hits.
It wasn't it again, but only 4 points.
And is this
That's
magical or non-magical?
Yep, they're both magical. That was
Okay.
5 on the second one.
5. Perfect. Got it.
Macro dwarf coming in.
All right. And then do you do anything else? You're done.
No, I really got to stay there to help absorb. So, yeah, I'm sitting tight.
All right. Kit, you are up.
Kitty cat, attack the cat.
Attack the cat.
I hit the wrong button. I turned off my camera instead of turning on my mic. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Is there a cat closest to me that's attacking my friends?
What was that? Kitty is attacking your friends. Yes, you're right there.
Only one.
Only one.
I'm
dying, help me!
You have no life, son.
Okay, go ahead.
Say they can roll better than I have been. 11 die.
Oh, wow. You're cursed. You're cursed.
The sickness is taking over.
It is a pretty low AC, though.
Yeah, what did you roll? What was the total?
2 plus 5 is 7.
That misses. Yes. That misses. All right. That's it for Kit. All right. So let's see. It's got 4 targets.
Got this polished. You got mortar polished.
Most important. All right. So the bite is going after Erebus. Tries to bite you,
Boss.
but misses. And decides to finish up with the claw too, since it's not happy that it missed you with the bite. However, the claw hits you right across the chest.
It just
We'll
like
do an uncanny dive again.
Okay? All right.
So half damage.
Half down. So you will.
I'm a fake barbarian.
All right. So you will only take 2 points this time for that. So I mean -9.
Alright, very good, thanks.
1 barbarian, 1 monk.
You can have another.
Rest fighters.
All right. Dar is up.
Barbarian because I'm
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Doesn't look like I can get to this thing if I would take a single move, right?
Not in a single move. I mean, I can move you single. I'll tell you what this is here. 10, 20, 30, 35 puts you behind Zazriel.
Yeah, is there a way for me to get up on this thing so I can present myself as a target?
Absolutely. You could finish, do another 20 feet of movement and be right here. So, yep, so you're there.
Alright, good.
Okay,
And that's what I'll do.
perfect.
I got this.
All right, there's a new round torn and you are up.
okay, I can make it right here in 30. Like right here.
Okay.
And he pulls out from the giant scabbard on his back Mordred. His basically blade. He's gonna get it magical when we go back to town.
Okay.
It's what is it? Halberd with the draconic engravings on it.
Okay.
And he's going to go Great Weapon Master
Okay.
on it. That will be a 17 total
All right. That will hit.
for 15 points of damage.
All right. You strike at it, and it seems like your blade does nothing to it. It just goes across its skin and does nothing.
I need to get this magical and turn the blade to silver. I gotta do both. Turn this blade to silver and get it magical.
All right, Elle, you are up.
But you got a magical battle.
Alright. I'll draw her short
Oh, you use your halberd?
stab this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So I can do a ton more damage, I thought.
AC 18
That hits.
for 7 points.
And magical?
Yep.
Perfect. Alright.
I
It
didn't know,
hisses at you.
I didn't know this thing can only take magical damage.
Well, now you know. Alright, Zazriel, you are up.
Alright, let's try this 3-attack thing again.
Alright.
Come on, man.
16
That hits.
for 6 magical points.
Alright.
This is the non-magical attack. For 17 hits, right?
Yep, it's non-magical.
Yep.
You see your blade doesn't penetrate through its flesh.
Alright. I still hit, guys. All good. Third attack, that's magical for 22.
Yep.
And 9 points total.
Got it.
3 attacks.
Alright. Yeah, so now it's like there's blood coming all from this creature as you guys
Yeah,
go.
one swing I cut through it, the next I just slashed on it, and then the next one I cut through it. Well, I stabbed through it, I guess, with the rapier.
Alright, Erebus, you are up.
Alright, see if we can finish this up. Alright, so try Shadow Smite first. Might miss. 13.
13 does hit.
Oh, okay, oops, and I missed the die here.
It is in a loincloth.
10, 19, 24 points.
Ooh, man, it howls.
It's a tiger. Why would it howl?
It can howl. Cats can howl.
Alright, second swing. Oh, I was gonna miss.
Alright.
And I'm done.
Well, you go hang out in front of the house once in a while to hear the howling cats. Alright, Kit, you are up. You're on mute, Kit. You first hit the screen off, but now...
It's having difficulties.
Alright. What do you do?
Mike, roll over a 10. You can do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another swipe at a cat.
Alright. Kitty versus Kitty.
Cat versus.
I
No,
got
it's Kit Kat
10
versus
total.
Kitty.
A what?
10 total.
10 total? That is gonna miss.
Kit Kat.
Don't you have any inspiration dice there, Kid?
She doesn't want to hit it. She doesn't want to hit it.
Oh, that's right. She doesn't want to hit it. She's just swinging in the air. I'm really trying, guys. Really, I am. Alright.
Have a D12 and a macro.
Alright, Kitty Cat is up. Now he's got like 5 targets here.
Including
Alright.
one.
Alright, so, alright, so the first swing is, the bite is actually going to come at Mr. Dwarf, who just stepped in the room, actually. So he's going to take a bite out of crime here and see what happens. What's your AC? I know it's bad. I just like hearing it. What's your AC, Dar? Alright, so it takes a bite right in your chest and just pulls out a chunk of flesh. And you are going to take 13 points of damage. So I have you at minus 26. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, what happened to me?
You don't know.
Probably.
I'm going to be a werewolf.
No, it's disease. It's disease.
You thought it was a disease.
Yep, just a Constitution save.
No poison here.
This is not poison.
We're a tiger.
Well, you want to be aware? Brother,
That's
listen to me.
19 on the die plus 6 is 25.
Perfect, yeah, no problem.
So not only can I fly,
Other-
I can be a
but-
kitty cat.
But yeah, there's the blood's coming out of your chest there. And then he takes his claw right at Zazriel.
Werewolf by night.
No, we're a cat. We're a cat.
Ooh, crit!
Oh.
At who?
Right on your right leg, Zazriel.
Boom.
It's only a flashball.
Yeah, I've just been taking them while our fighters were playing with the ball.
I never touched that ball.
That's what they all say.
And you're gonna now be minus 12, so 10 points of damage as it just rakes right across your leg there.
And what happens in the pit stays in the pit.
Alright. And with that, Dar, you are up.
Alright, goddammit. Dar is, screw it. I'm just gonna swing. With a swing normally on it, I can get a couple swings in here. Let's see, what's the first one say? Plus 7 is going to be a 19.
That hits.
Oh, for 11 plus 4 is 15 points of damage.
Very nice.
Second swing. That is going to be a 26.
That hits.
And that is going to be 14 points of damage.
Alright.
Oh, good damage things.
Jeez, the cat's howling there. Alright, new round, Torn, you are up.
Fine. He jabs his halberd into the ground.
Well, it will drop because it's stone.
Oh, it's down.
So you jab it in the ground and watches as it ting ding
Okay,
ding ding.
fine. I'll do it anyway. He pulls out his Battle Max Magical,
Alright.
and he's going to hit this thing.
Alright, how are you gonna hit it? Where are you gonna step, buddy?
I'm right there.
You're behind it. You're behind the L.
I was able to strike it last time.
I thought because you were using a long pole arm that you were striking it that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're using your halberds.
Yeah, hell.
So now I'm going to go 4,
That's a satchel.
15,
Albert's reach weapon.
20, 25. Okay, now we'll be right here on it. Okay.
Alright, so you go running around the whole group.
And then it comes out with the. Oh. Wait. Let's see if I can move the halberd with him.
Huh? No, you said you dropped it.
Oh! I messed up.
Why? You can't hurt it with a halberd.
It's gonna be like part of my finishing move if I finished it.
Oh, he's like planning his finishing move. Alright.
Okay, let's go. You suck.
Yeah, so you gotta hit it before you can plan on
It's a
finishing it off.
10 misses.
Oh!
Alright, that's it for Dorn.
Oh, you.
Alright, L, you are up.
See if she can stab it again.
Alright.
Step.
Are you sure?
While it's setting here.
Sure.
I rolled a 4.
Nope. That's gonna be a 9. So
No. Nope. Misses the
Do I need
loincloth.
to make another con save?
Huh? No, I didn't ask you to make another
Alright, I was making sure. I didn't know if it just sped up the process. I kind of wanted it to speed up so I don't cure myself.
Alright, Zazriel, you are up.
Oh, I thought that was a 1. It was like
Yes,
on the
that
1.
hits.
For 8 points.
8 points, alright.
Magical, non-magical damage. 23.
That hits.
So
Nothing.
only not 8 points.
Is that non-magical?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Just because you want to.
I'm just telling you how to hit it.
You get slice once again, but don't penetrate.
24.
Yep.
4 or 5 points.
Alright.
Oh, the magical stuff.
Alright, it's just blood's just oozing from it. But it's still standing.
Miss. Come on.
Alright, Zazriel's up. Erebus, you are up now.
Alright, we're gonna try to slice its head off here. Let's see if we can do it. We gotta do it before Tori gets his hidden, right, Tori?
Exactly.
Yeah, get that hidden. Oh!
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, AC 17.
That hits.
Alright, cool. And that's 10, still good damage. 10, 9, so 19, if I have 14 points, or 24 points?
24. Alright, it's still up.
Is it like shaking?
Alright,
Like,
I'll
is,
can
it,
swing. Let's see what I can do.
is it about to fall?
Alright, AC 14.
That hits.
4 points.
So how do you finish?
I hate you! 4 points
You just were screaming at it again. You haven't even hit something in like 2 days.
Hey, let him
Snap it through its collarbone like this, and then slice the head right off.
Very nice. All right, and the body just collapses now to the ground.
What I was gonna do is like cut into its neck, grab the halberd, and basically have like head slam onto the halberd, cut its head open, grab my dagger, just poke it, like just.
Where'd you get this dagger from?
I have one. See?
I cut him off with the battle axe, and I hold his head up, shove the halberd up his head, and then I pull out a dagger.
See right
and go,
here.
shh, shh, shh.
Hey, look, dagger.
All right, before the buggery starts.
Yes, before the buggery starts.
Like seriously, I have.
All right, Kit, what do you do now?
Perfectly.
Is there any left?
No. So any left. There's a bunch of cats or stuffed cats around here that haven't seemed to act or anything like that. I haven't done anything. But as you saw, Zazriel take one blow and then cut the head off of this man tiger, and is now just falls limp to the ground.
Now back the hell up and cower against the wall.
All right.
Oh, how much of that ball?
Dar, what do you do? I'm just finishing up.
I walk over to Elle with my hand over my chest. Elle, can you do something about this? There's the blood spurting out between my fingers.
All right. And we'll come out around.
Can you check him out and tell me what's gonna happen, and then I'll decide what I want to do?
So, Dar.
Let me get out my medical sheet.
So you're doing a Kit there?
Yep.
Actually, there wasn't. Kit used. No, sorry, wrong person. My bad.
That's
Okay, nope. Okay, Dar. Okay, so Kit. All right, and as far as, did you say 12 points?
Yeah, Dar for 12 points.
All right.
What would happen?
14 then.
He needs to check you out because he resisted poison.
Oh, Dar resisted?
Huh?
Dar resisted?
Oh, you don't know that part. That's only metagaming over there, you two.
He said it.
I know.
didn't
Yeah, I know he did. I heard him.
He's a dwarf. You would expect he's pretty hard.
Yeah, that's one thing too. You would expect the dwarf to make anything.
I don't. Do I know anything?
No, you don't know anything. You don't feel anything other than hurt. But you actually, when he healed you up, that felt pretty good anyway.
I hear myself.
But when you think about kitty cats, you get slightly excited.
He is slightly aroused. You're gonna heal yourself? Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna sleight of hand that dagger.
Just hold on 1 second. What was that, Billy?
5 points.
5. Okay, so I was used to like -7. Alright, and you just heal him. Your light.
Yep.
Cure mine.
Alright.
3 spells or 2?
What you've done? Hunter's Mark, Cure Light, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I have. Okay. And so you were gonna try to do sleight of hand with the dagger there? It's in the paw of the cat.
Stop by and put it in my bag.
I'm spotting this.
They will make a sleight and then do a perception, Billy.
Alright.
Fumble, please.
Hold on a second.
Fumble, please.
I'm not actually that good at that, though, to be honest. Oh, I did fumble.
9.
So yeah.
Arrogance. What are you doing? I left that as an offering for Kit.
Offering for Kit?
Yeah, so she wouldn't be so mad that we killed these kitty cats.
All worship the great Kit.
I'll leave it if you really want her to have it.
Shh. Take it.
Need what from me?
All right, so you
What
guys
do you think
throw it.
Take it. She's like, meow.
Across the room looking at you guys. What are you guys talking about? And,
You want me to leave it for?
No, take it.
Put it in the bag.
Cat, make a perception check for me. What was that?
13.
13. Yeah. So you think what Erebus and Zazura are talking about is you see Erebus put this it kind of looks like a sacrificial knife into a bag.
As he's stumbling around on the tiger, just fully mounted the tiger. Here, guys, I'm just gonna put my cloak over the tiger.
I'm gonna go to one of the stuffed animals and clean my blades off on it.
All right.
You were so rude.
All right. So what do you guys do?
I grab my halberd and just put blood of the tiger on it.
Which doors do we want to go through?
So I'll check all 3 for traps and lock status.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just double check.
I'm gonna check out this calendar
Okay.
I'm actually look at this tiger to see like.
or whatever we think it is. It's probably won't be obvious. It's
I'm gonna let myself get infected.
intricate.
I'm gonna look at like the tiger.
Okay. One at a time. One at a time, guys.
Yes, man.
Okay. Hold on.
If there's any references or
Yeah, let me first just go at the doors here. So,
Yeah, I'll do that.
yeah, there's a lot of doors here.
Why you?
In case it's a bad effect to you.
That's not gonna do it. Stick to fighting. Why don't you take a breather or something? Sit down with your full plate. One of these games, I'm just gonna put you in like shoulder pads and a helmet, and that's gonna duplicate what you feel on the game.
Okay, so first, Erebus, just give me a quick perception check on these doors.
Hair on me.
These 3 doors.
Alright, 18.
Okay, so
19, actually. 19.
perfect. So the 3 doors, there's 2 sets of double doors and 1 single door. They seem to just purely be wooden doors here. None of them are trapped and none of them are locked.
I'll go back to Zaz. I'll tell her all the doors are safe, and then I'll say, do you want this dagger?
All right, so now let me go back to L. So L, what were you doing here with the stone calendar?
taking a look at it and searching to see if there's anything maybe special about it, hidden.
Okay, sure. Give me a perception check here on this.
Okay. Perception is. That is a 20 total.
Okay, perfect. So after you're kind of examining this, I mean, you definitely can tell it's some sort of, yearly calendar here with the weather. And what you do though find out is you can see held onto the wall is a smaller rod of stone behind it. The gap between the calendar and the wall is just a few inches wide. So you can't really, see anything specific or unusual about the mounting of the wall. But you realize, and you can somehow just move the sun symbol here, and possibly you'll open up a secret door.
Well, I will mention mentioned this. And, well, this might want to look at this with me.
Okay, I'll go there and check it out since I failed to catch out clearly.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, all you have to do is push in the sun on this calendar, and it will open up a secret door here.
And I'll get some dirt and cover up the sun, and then push it in.
All right. Behind the concealed entrance is a narrow tunnel that slants down and away. The passage is barely 4 feet in diameter, and the walls are carved with a profusion of ancient and weird glyphs. The floor of the tunnel is slick with a molten, glassy glaze.
Dar, you get to go on an
And
adventure.
there are blades coming in from every side. Can it be worse somehow?
Don't go down that. That kind of reminds me of Magnifying Clan's home of a trash chute.
What you see at the end of the tunnel here, the tunnel opens out to like a 2 foot above the floor. It looks like it runs down. It's almost like a tunnel, really. That seems to lead to a set of doors.
Like to a room with a set of doors? Or?
Well, I mean, you don't know if there's a room. It's a door down at the end of this hallway. This kind of slick hallway.
How long is the hallway for the doors? Sorry.
Just about 20 feet.
Oh, okay.
It's not far down.
We can lower you on a rope.
It's not vertical, it's just angled.
It's just angled. Yeah.
But he said it's very slippery with that glaze. You're going to want a rope around you in case you come back up.
Or something.
Well,
Let me look at the ground and search for tracks.
the blades just.
You won't find anything here. It's just so it's just so slick that there's no tracks whatsoever.
Alright.
Wouldn't
I
the,
think Darwin's right. Let's tie a rope around me or whoever wants to go.
Go ahead.
Your best to check it out.
wouldn't the blades cut the rope?
Well, there are no blades.
Alright, so I'm gonna tie ropes myself and then loop it behind Dar's back,
Okay.
and then I will let myself down slowly at the pace that I want.
Okay.
You're a police, sir.
Oh, sure. No, you're just going to lay it down and I'm just supposed to stand here like a piece of stone.
That's exactly right. That's what you are.
Alright, this stone's going to have a beer. He reaches out his leg. Beer starts drinking. And then braces one foot up against the wall.
And I'll check the surface of the walls and the ceiling as I go down, make sure nothing's gonna crush me or lead over me or whatever.
All right, perfect.
And tar falls on you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one thing you didn't look for.
I'm looking for anything torn.
Okay. So you go down this narrow tunnel to this other door.
See explosive.
Let's make sure I have the right door here.
Do you really
Okay. All right, so you come to this other door. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Alright, that is 19.
All right, so 19. So you know this door isn't trapped or locked.
Alright. Okay, listen for a minute, see if anything's happened on the other side. We made a lot of noise.
All right, go ahead and just give me. With your perception check, I'm going to say you don't hear anything.
Okay. Alright, just slowly open and peek through the door.
All right, so this tunnel opens up into another corridor here, and it seems to run north and south. There are 3 exits that are visible, one at either end of the hallway, and a set of double doors on the midpoint of the western wall. So kind of across from you, about 10 feet from you, is another set of double doors. And then there's a door on the north wall and a door on the south wall. The hallway itself is about 55 feet in length. The door to the north is it seems, you can look, it seems like it has a bar. The door is barred on the north door, though it seems to doesn't seem to have some sort of latch. The image of a bear holding a disc of obsidian in it is set in its face. The lintel of the door is covered with the form of an entwined serpent. So that's what that north door looks like.
Oh, I lost everyone for a second.
Okay, so the north door is barred, though it seems to have no latch. The image of a bear holding a disc of obsidian is set in its face. The lintel of the door is also carved the form of entwined serpents. The southern door.
Same door?
No, this is the north door.
Yeah.
That's one door. The southern door, is plated in bronze. Etched on it is a symbol of 2 circles joined. The path leading up to it has a depression in the stone floor, as though it has been worn smooth by the passage of countless feet. The floor in front of the central doorway is sunken and glazed. Affixed across the double doors is a golden seal, 1 foot in diameter, with ancient glyphs scribed into it. To open the door, it appears that the golden seal must be broken. Ancient glyphs are scribed on the seal to either side of the lintel of the door, are barely discernible scratches, and brown stains stifle the wall and the floor.
Wow. Alright, I'm gonna pull myself back up.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so you could definitely kind of go right back on up here.
Yeah. Forget all those doors. It was death, and slow death. That's right.
Yes. Just, yeah.
We'll get to those doors when we have no other choice.
Yeah, exactly.
I will tell Dar that there is a door down there with a bear catching a frisbee.
Yeah.
What?
Let's go take a look.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. Let's wait. I mean, you can go if you want. I'm not going to stop you, but.
Well, you're not going. You're my backup.
Not yet. Let's check out these 3 doors first.
We got multiple doors here, guys.
Let's see what's behind door number 2.
Did we thoroughly search this room as well, like all the little stuffed animals and such?
No, you have not done that. You kind of really haven't even, other than looking at those doors.
Aramis is on his adventure,
Okay.
and I'm waiting to get deceased.
Uh-huh.
I'll search the dogs. I'll search the dogs. I'll feel inside of them, anything, trying to search for some gems or jaded animals.
All right. Why don't we do this?
Investigation.
So what are you exactly doing?
I'm feeling around the stuffed animals, like pushing it inside if I can, so they're not that hard. And then the main tiger.
Hold on, Dar.
The main tiger, I'm gonna actually stick my hand inside of and try to feel around and grab anything because I think the tiger has something.
It's just stuff.
The one that's begging
The
for
one
something?
with the scar, or the one that's holding his paw?
Well, the one that's holding his paw up and the one that's a scar.
Okay. All right. So they're stuffed. I mean, so unless if you're feeling around them, and
If I
stuff,
can't feel anything because they're stuffed, I'm gonna rip them open.
okay, so you're gonna start cutting through. All right. So what I will tell you this, as you cut through, you find in one of the tails of the cats you actually find this scroll.
Alright.
Okay.
We don't know what, yeah.
And then in the tiger, you do you actually there you've kind of, when you're feeling it around, you hear a little jingle, and so if you cut it open like a piñata, a bunch of gold coins come out.
Alright.
And so it's going to be 500 gold pieces. And Dar, I would like for you, can you give me a one of your stone cutting proficiency?
Stone cutting proficiency.
Well, what is your stonework or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Mr.
17 plus 6 is 23.
Okay, perfect. So you think that where there's this on the wall, there is this carved face of a snarling tiger with hollowed eyes on it. You believe you catch that hollow in the right eye of this tiger. You believe it can open up a secret door behind this tiger
Oh my God, I
face.
missed 2 of them.
Arctic like a bear. Smiles and wipes off his chin, the drippings off his chin. Pushes the eye and open the door.
All right, so
And boom!
boom. So, all right. Whoa, let me go there. Yeah, you didn't really get a chance, Aramis, since the check for these secret doors, since Zazriel came in and started mucking around with the altar. So, yeah. Okay, so what you see here, Dar, the walls of the passage glow magenta, bathing the corridor with a ghastly hue. After about 15 feet, the floor drops away to a pit that fills the hallway ahead. The pit is 25 feet deep. 8 large, spidery bushes and thorny stems with white leaves and enormous yellow blossoms grow across from it. 5 feet beyond the nearest edge of the pit is a bronze bar set level with the floor and embedded in the pit walls to either side. Farther out over the pit can be seen other similar bronze rungs set at 5-foot intervals. On the floor of the edge of the pit is a scattering of broken and rotten wooden planks.
So we ain't doing this, like.
So it's a long hallway with a pit, and you still have these 3 other doors you guys haven't checked, but this is what's beyond this secret door.
Prices between death, slow death, and great death, or whatever. I think I found magenta death over here.
But like I said, you still have 3 other doors here that aren't trapped, in the room. So you guys have other options.
I feel like usually the most treasures trapped behind the hardest Trap.
That wasn't a trap.
What's that? I'm gonna walk around and open all three of the doors that we still have to open.
All right. So I'm gonna go with first the single door next to the calendar. So I'll start there. So there, the passageway, there's a passageway that leads towards a set of double doors bearing the engraved face of what you think is probably a jaguar god. Both walls of the corridor are carved to represent two lines of warriors in profile, holding hatchet-headed polearms and facing the western door. The figures are painted with vivid, lifelike colors: red, black, white, green, and yellow. And actually, I think I got a picture of this. So let me show you that. I'm sure I do. Perfect.
Yeah, that's not scary or anything.
Yeah, so that's what you see at the end of that hallway. So, nothing scary down there, right? The other two hallways, easy enough. You open the double doors next to this single door where the kitty cats with the hailbirds are. It's a hallway that seems to go about 60 feet to the northeast, and then it seems to kind of break up eastward. And so it kind of comes out of your dark vision, but nothing scary, at least looking down there for the time being. The other door where Cat is in front of, the other set of double doors, opening that door is also a hallway. It goes about 20 feet to the southwest, and then it continues past your dark vision to the south. So nothing scary down there. So those two seem the least scariest of your 5 choices, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. Those seem to be your 2 least scariest.
And I'll finally go around and check all the walls and make sure I didn't miss any other secret doors.
No other secret doors or anything.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna just wait until someone makes a decision, like Zaz or El.
Let's go to the Jaguar one.
I was going to walk up to Erebus and check how bad off he is.
Oh, good question. Hold on. Erebus.
In general, look at everybody, but Erebus is like the worst at telling me, so.
Okay. Yeah, so Torrent's hurt, of course, but that's normal.
Yeah, I'm kind of easy.
Erebus is scratched, but not awful. Dar's scratched, which you already know. In the sense of worst off of the whole group, probably Torn, I would say.
But I've already hit Torn with the.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, she will. I guess live with that. Everybody seems to be otherwise healthy, and we're not. Nobody's really getting more sick from this crap.
Not yet.
Well, one of them's gonna become a cat.
Oh, that'd be cool.
A cat angel.
You become a were
I know, exactly. That's what happens to those wings, they get free again.
Become 50 moves at night. Angel by day.
Jaguar by night.
But you'll be a death angel.
All right, Zaz. So, what do you want to do?
Let's go down the Jaguar tunnel.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, man.
Alright, I'll take a stuffed animal and throw it down the hallway, see what happens.
Gulp. Alright.
A boulder falls, Indiana Jones style.
Alright,
So, Bill, when the cat man stopped attacking, did he kind of revert to a statue like?
no. Mm-mm. No.
It's just a dead cat now.
Dead, cat man, yes.
Cat creature.
Head decapitated, yes.
Alright, and the head seems to be like actually attached. It's not. It was sort of a mask or some sort of.
Yeah, the mask just seemed to become his face.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Can we
he's.
search his body?
There was nothing valuable on him whatsoever. So,
Just the loincloth. Oh, I'm gonna go over to that spear that he was holding. It had silver tipped.
yeah, it's just a silver tipped spear.
Would it be worth anything?
The tip would be worth a gold piece.
Okay, that's not worth anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, would the silver tip spear be any good in using in battle for a silver weapon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would hang on to that silver spear there, Torn.
Okay.
That might actually be good if we run into something that gets affected by silver.
Yeah, once I get enough gold, I was gonna make mortar with silver tip too. Well, silver blade.
I'm thinking of time magical silver. This way you got a silver weapon.
Alright, I'll check out the floor and the wall, whatever. I'll check out the hallway slowly with jaguars. I don't want to go more than 5 feet in for now, though.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alright, 23.
Okay. As you start going towards moving down the hallway, right before the jaguars. Once again, it's a pressure plate on the floor here.
How far in?
Just 20 feet in to right where these jaguars are, and there's about another 15 feet beyond these jaguars to the door. These two that are holding hail birds across from each other.
See the
And with that roll, do I have any idea how much weight it would require?
You're probably, in a sense, the same thing like the other ones, probably very lightweight, so like probably 30 pounds or something. Not a lot of weight. Yeah, not a lot of weight to set it off.
how much weight did you put in?
So I'll back up, and I'll tell Dar. I'll go back to the body, get some blood, and put an arrow pointing to where the pressure plate is.
Okay.
And then I'll go back and see if Dar can toss the body that far.
Oh, toss the body of the cat man.
Yep, we're gonna try to just set this one up.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and just give me a roll, Dar. Just a strength check. Yeah, athletics. Just an athletics check.
Athletics?
Yep.
Athletics is 19.
Perfect. Okay. So you throw the body onto the right in front of these two these hail birds, these cats, and the hail birds come swinging down, cross over. I don't have a picture of this. They might. Some cool pictures in here. But I don't. Where did I see this picture? I've seen this picture somewhere, but it's not in the book. So these two blades now come cross over the hallway here. And let me just make sure here. Now there's barely enough room for a medium creature to crawl under the cross pole arms between these two statues.
Maybe I should have disarmed it, huh?
What if we knock him over?
Yeah, you set it off. You saw what it did.
Yeah, for once, yeah.
Can we knock?
And there's a row of additional ones too.
Yeah, well, they're kind of really, in a sense, more facing. Carved into the walls itself, versus the final two end ones. They're the ones that stick out a little bit more with the pole arms, which now have crossed
I see. Okay.
crossed over here.
So we think probably these are the only two.
Yes, yeah. You're sure of that. You were looking for traps. This is just a pressure plate which you've ran across 3 times now, I think, or 4.
Okay.
But now you've actually set one off. So now,
Finally.
yeah.
All right. So I'll climb through and get to the door, I guess, and examine that.
Okay. Let me just make sure. I just need you to go ahead and just give me a dexterity check to make through it here.
Like a saving throw or just a
Nope,
dex check?
purely a dex check.
All right. Roll one. About 22.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so you crawl underneath over the dead cat body and crawl through, not touching the pole arms whatsoever. And so that gets you to the door.
Can I look at those blades and look poison? Or look like there's something on there?
Go ahead, give me a perception check.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No problem. 26.
No, there doesn't seem to be any sort of liquid on them whatsoever.
Okay. Cool. Alright, so I'll get to the door and without touching it, of course, examine it. I think there's a door there, right?
Yes, there is a door there. One
A
second.
quick whisker.
We get to that. So, yeah, so this door here is a set of bronze double doors. As I said, you see this engraved cat, jaguar, on it. But, and go ahead and give me a perception check on the door here.
Alright. And that's a 20.
Perfect. All right, so you do know that this door is not trapped nor locked. So you can actually open the doors.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna stealth before I go through. That is another natural 20. I'm on fire! And I'll open the door and peek through. Not going through, looking this time.
Perfect.
Got a little overeager last time.
The black knight. Oh, you're gonna be done soon.
It's 18 minutes.
Good, an altar.
See all that? Perfect. All right, so this is what you see.
Every room I should be like, it's not an exit, let's go. That's all we were looking for, right?
Just trying to get
Looking
out.
for treasure too.
That treasure, I guess.
Alright.
All right. So when you open this door, a warm rush of air that just stinks, though, comes right at you. The room is lit with a sanguine glow. On the wall opposite of the door are tacked several human skins. A cat of 9 tails hangs there beside them. To the west of the room widens to accommodate a statue that towers almost to the ceiling. The statue is an ogre-like figure, outfitted in flayed skins and adorned with skulls, with a gaping mouth wide enough to swallow a horse in whole. Yes, a horse.
Horse?
A horse. It is seated atop of a huge basin of red-hot coals, more than 10 feet in diameter. Around the statue is a pile of splintered bones, skulls, with cracked pates and broken weapons.
Let me cut you off there. I just closed the door.
Let me finish. In front of the display crouches a panther, deathly still, facing away from the statue. To the east, the walls are highly polished. They loosely enclosed and carved well that seems to be illuminating from within. Beyond the well, mounted on the wall, is a blackened mirror with richly ornamented frame. Directly above the well, in a 25-foot high ceiling, a 5-foot wide opening can be discerned in the red light of the room.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who is the savage of the wall.
Wow, if only we could have a few more elements in this room. So there's
We know where the humans went.
human skins on the wall, a cat of nine. There's a statue that's shaped like an ogre with skulls on its body, bones on the ground,
Yes.
sitting on hot coals, with a panther guarding it, and the other side has a glowing well with a skylight above it.
Correct.
Sounds
That's
like
the only good thing in that whole description.
sounds like a perfect battle.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, yes, a black, yeah,
A panther just chilling there.
a blackened mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the savage of them.
Alright, well, I'm super stealth, so I hate to burn this opportunity. Let's check the ground, see if it's safe to walk in slightly.
All right. Oh, so the ground there. Yeah. So, yeah. You don't think the floor here is trapped in front of you or around?
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. This is insane. I should just send one of the monkeys in for this.
Yes.
So, Dar's getting a little bored back here. He's gonna walk up and say, hey, Aramis, what's going on?
So just hold on. So yeah, this is fine, but I want to make sure you know. So you saw Aramis. He had to crawl over the body of the dead cat and avoid these hail birds. So are you going to do the same thing?
Oh, yeah, exactly the same.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk into a halberd.
All right, go ahead and give me a dex check. Straight dex.
I'm cringing.
Me too. I'm loving it.
It's my text.
2.
Well, that's not bad.
Oh, 11? That's total? All right, so you managed to squeeze your body barely through. Barely through. You seem to kind of make it through and you don't touch the poles.
Wait, one question. Can I have a question?
Go ahead, yeah, ask.
Am I allowed to, like, burst, like, ram into one of these halberd holders and, like, knock them over?
You can do whatever you want, man. It's Dungeons and Dragons. I've told you that. It's just a matter of what happens.
We're not going into that room yet.
Okay, I'm gonna ram into one of these guys.
I'm in the doorway.
I mean, you can't even see me, really. I think disappeared almost.
I get past you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I rolled a 20 on my stealth.
Jesus.
Every time you push past me, Orc, it's off your paycheck.
Well, yeah, I would say he knows, like, you're up there. I mean, you've opened the door, and there's this red light. You're looking. I would say he would know that you're at least there at the door.
Because we don't need to.
So, remember, this is...
I'm not walking up and tapping you on the shoulder. I'm just kind of coming up to Aramis. What's going on? We made it past the doohickeys in the wall there.
I'm not
Not responding.
Aramis, where you at? Can I make a perception check to see if I see him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, where one?
probably have advantage from the back leg.
Yeah.
Is there any treasure in
You
there?
have advantage on it, buddy.
I do?
Yeah, you have advantage. You kind of already you open the door, looking, you know.
19 plus 4 is 20.
You're good. Yeah, so you see him. I mean, he's,
But
you know.
that's not enough. It's 28.
Yeah, but in a sense, but the whole thing is there's some other little lighting issues and stuff like that, which is gonna minus, you know, if you're hiding
You're
here.
lit up.
Yeah, no
You're
problem.
lit up like a silhouette.
You see him. I mean, he's looking, you know, looking around, you know, crouched down. He's hiding well behind the door and stuff, but with the light kind of shadow. You
And
know,
you watched him do everything.
What you seeing? He still ain't answering. All right, be quiet. I'll look myself.
All right, so if you stick your head in, like I said, you're gonna see what I just described. So.
Okay. Can you at least tell me if it's safe to walk here, or do I have to throw the body again?
I'll gesture forward.
And I will take one step in.
Okay, no problem. You step into the room.
I'll step to the opposite side. If he goes right, I'll go left.
All right.
Where the star is on that thing, that's where the statue is?
Yes.
That's where I'm headed.
All right.
So
I'm
he's
headed
going
towards the well.
You step in, Erebus?
Yeah, but to the
Yeah, I'll
well.
step in one square. I know that one's safe. Then I'll start checking the floor ahead of me. And I'm going to do a message spell to Zaz and say, get everyone in here now.
Alright.
Oh, we can take him, come on.
Okay, now I bull rush
Hold
with
on.
the statues.
No! How about you crawl under like the rest of us?
I'm too big.
You'll fit, you're fine. The fat dwarf.
You've been eating too much? You're still medium sized, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Have you tried yet? How do you know if you're too big or not? Have you even tried?
All right. All right. Yeah. So let's have Dark take a step forward, and with that, the panther all of a sudden change its stance menacingly at the direction of Dar, and that's where we'll stop for the night.
Can I say one thing to the panther?
You can say one thing to the panther.
Hey, kitty. There's a female kitty around the corner behind you. Go get her. She'll be here at good times.
How do you know it's not a female as well?
All right. So this is where we will stop for the evening. All right. Good job, guys.
You have to go away, Bill. No, Bill. But you ate all of them.
All right. I'm gonna go quickly around the room for MVPs for the evening. Torn.
I'm going to go with Torn. I'm going to go with Erebus for disabling the traps.
Setting one off. All right. Zazriel.
Kit for her tremendous role playing and trying to hit the cats, but truly in her heart not wanting to hit them at all.
All right. L.
I would say Erebus in leading us down the path of caution, if at all possible.
Yeah, it's not that possible here, really. You guys
But
are,
still,
yep. Yeah, you guys. You're in it now. Kit. Erebus, all right. And Dar.
Well, I gotta go, Erebus, because I was so generous and kind enough to leave that little trinket for me to find so I can poke it in the eye. I know he knew it was there, he just didn't want to tell us about it. He wanted to give us all the opportunity to participate.
All right. Perfect. Yes. Erebus.
I'm going to go with Kit as well. Her trying to talk to the cats was good.
All right, perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, Kit, I am going to give you an inspiration die. So next time, use it. When you're rolling, when you're rolling those 4s and 5s on the dice. So you can use inspiration die, and then Erebus, if you would like, you can either take inspiration or a luck card.
Take a luck.
I'll take. I'm tapped on luck cards, but I will take an inspiration die.
All right, perfect.
Oh,
Because I have a
well,
feeling you guys are going to need them this next episode. All right. With that, I'm going to sign out. Remember,
Well,
hey,
it's going to be.
calm down there, sir.
No.
Gotcha.
Hey, if you like what you're watching, please hit the like, follow button here on YouTube as we'll put this on up. And we'll be back next Wednesday, 7:30 Central Time sharp. Remember,
it's cool to
Smoothie
be
Geek, pass it on.
You didn't
Good
take
night.
it on, so you didn't beat them to it.
That's
You gotta beat them to the end of it.
No, that's my model, man. That's my
You
model.
gotta beat them to the end.